I knew nothing about trading, I knew nothing about price action, I knew nothing about technical analysis, here is what I would do. Most traders don't fail because they can't find the right setup. They're just focusing on the wrong things. So in this video, I'm gonna be covering the few principles that actually work that you probably haven't heard of on YouTube. Some of the information I'm gonna be sharing with you guys isn't talked about too much on the internet, right? And there's a reason for that. So I highly recommend you guys watch this video until the end. This video could be the video that changes your trading forever. So sit back, relax, get a notepad and pen out. You're gonna wanna take notes for this one, and let's jump into it. Now, keep in mind, guys, I am a crypto trader. So everything that I'm gonna be talking about is going to apply to crypto. Price action is price action, however, so this can apply to anything. However, the one strategy I'm gonna show you guys in particular is used for crypto mainly, but you can still modify it for other assets. Okay, so if I knew nothing else, right, you strip away everything that I know about trading right now, here is what I'd say, okay? Number one, I would say don't trade on Monday. Trade on Tuesday through Thursday. So really, we're only trading 3 days out of the week. We're not trading over the weekend, and we're not trading on Monday. Now, why is this so important? Well, Monday is oftentimes a trap move. It is the beginning of the new weekly candle. So oftentimes what you'll see is that if you have an open high on Monday, you will see distribution to the downside from Tuesday through Thursday, which is where we capitalize off of it. Vice versa is true for the Monday open low. Oftentimes when we have a bearish move on Monday, we tend to reverse it on Tuesday and Wednesday, okay? Now, does this happen every single week? No, right? Sometimes we just blast through on a Monday and continue for the rest of the week, and vice versa. Either way, it's best to not trade in that opening move of the week because it is a trap move. The reason we don't trade over weekends is pretty simple, okay? It's low volume. Remember, you actually want volume in the markets when you're trading. And because the stock market is closed on the weekend, we usually see lower volume in crypto as well. So I just don't trade at all. It's also the closing of the weekly candle, which is oftentimes volatile. So anything end is going to be something that you want to avoid as a trader. So before we get into what you want to look for as a trader, let's start by avoiding all the BS, okay? Anything with an end, you don't want to trade, okay? You will lose money. For example, the week end, the quarterly end, the yearly end, the monthly end. Any sort of end is going to be oftentimes very volatile, will usually have a trap move. We don't want to trade that. We want to trade the meat of the move where there is not a whole bunch of BS going on in the chart, and that is oftentimes going to be Tuesday through Thursday. Now, if I see a really good setup on a Monday, I might take it personally because I've studied price action, but if you're watching this and you're unprofitable, don't trade on Monday, don't trade over the weekend, trade Tuesday through Thursday. So for example here on Bitcoin, before we start adding different layers and different indicators, let's stick with that. So this is the Monday candle so far. We have the Monday highs and the Monday lows. So if I'm looking here at this chart on Bitcoin, I'm going to either look for a sweep of the Monday range lows on Tuesday or Wednesday, followed by a reclaim of that Monday range low as a long trigger, targeting higher prices, or I can look for a sweep of the Monday range highs and look for a short position after we sweep that high and fall back into the range. So these are just some ideas that I am planning, right? That I'm planning in advance. So you as a trader, you want to have multiple different plans, right? Annotate your chart. Remember back in school when you had to highlight certain words? We used to have to annotate poems, right? Draw connections to different parts of the passages and do synonyms and all that shit. That's what you guys want to be doing on your trading view chart. Like if you guys look at a setup that I'll post inside of the Discord, a lot of the times you'll see that my chart is annotated, right? I'm marking out the levels. I'm understanding why I'm looking for a certain trade. So that's very important as well. So trading the Monday range is a great strategy in and of itself. Obviously, we can start to add some other things as well. We can start to use key levels, golden pocket fibs. Because we don't know anything about trading, we have to take it one step at a time. All right, the next thing you want to do is understand momentum, okay? This is where the Easy Oscillator comes into play. This is my own custom trading oscillator. I've coded this based on my personal trading strategies. This is available inside of the Pro Discord, which is going to be the first link in the description below if you guys are interested. You don't have to use the Easy Oscillator. You can use Fu Manchu Cypher B. This is a great free alternative. However, there's a little bit too much going on here. Some of these signals just aren't that accurate. And these divergences are actually repaint, okay? They're actually repaint divergences. They don't appear in real time. So that's why I've coded my own custom trading oscillator, a lot cleaner, right? Very clear to see what momentum is doing. And this is going to be an added confluence in our trading. Now, as traders, it's important for us to stack confluences. So a confluence that I like to use is momentum, okay? Specifically bullish and bearish divergences that you're seeing here on this chart. Now, what are these dots here and what are these divergences and what do they mean? Well, this is going to be the buying and selling momentum in the markets. So for example, if we have our Monday range, right? Let's say that this is the Monday high and Tuesday candle opens and we see a sweep of the Monday high falling back into this range with bearish divergences. This would be considered a bearish move, okay? Because price and momentum are doing the opposite. I've made tons of videos on divergences. Obviously, the opposite is going to be true for a long position, right? We have our lows. We're waiting for price to sweep these lows with bullish divergences on the reclaim, and then we are entering the trade. Now, I have actually coded this entire strategy into its own indicator as well. That is also available inside of the Pro Discord. So if you guys are looking for a trading strategy and you want to automate it, you can use our trading indicators, which will automatically alert you for when this setup forms, right? You can look for those bullish divergences, right? Bull div, buy signal, boom. Previous week, right? Bearish div, boom, right? Sell signal. So our trading algos are going to be great for removing the guesswork and saving you time. So you can just set an alert. But again, you don't need the indicators. That's just something I've done personally to automate my strategies. We have a simple set of rules now, okay? We're not trading on Monday. We're not trading on the weekend. And we're looking for manipulations or failures of key levels, meaning for price to come above and then come back below, or for price to come below and come back above. Now, just on this alone, right? Just on what I've shared with you guys in the past 8 or 9 minutes or so, you can become a profitable trader just with this. I've seen it happen. I've done it myself. Just with these 2 steps, trading during the right times and waiting for your momentum confluences after a sweep of a key level. Now, something else you can add, which is going to be the third thing, is going to be a higher time frame bias. Now, a bias is just a bias. It doesn't mean it has to play out, but it is very good to understand where you are in relation to the higher time frame context. Because remember, everything in trading is context, right? Are we in an uptrend? Are we in a downtrend? Are we in a ranging market? Right? Looking at Bitcoin, we are in a ranging market still. So longs and shorts are both going to be valid. However, ideally, based on the massive liquidation event we just had, I'm going to heavily favor long positions, meaning I'm not actively looking for shorts unless a really good opportunity presents itself with a bunch of different confluences. I might take it, but my bias beforehand getting into the trade is going to be long. Again, understanding where you are on the chart, right? Are you at a key support zone? Are you at resistance? Are you kind of in the middle of nowhere, right? These things are important as well, right? It's important to understand where your key levels are on your chart. Obviously, we've automated this as well with our indicators. But for example, right, if Bitcoin comes up to this daily resistance zone, I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind. So for example, if I do end up taking this scalp long here on Tuesday or Wednesday after a sweep and reclaim of the lows, I'm going to target this daily resistance, right? As we're coming up to this level, this key level with price history, I'm going to either take profit from my longs or start to look for short positions here, right? Using higher time frame context is very important as well. Not many people do this. I'll make a whole nother video on how to actually draw these levels. Like I said, we fully automated these levels with our trading indicator because I don't want to waste my time drawing levels. You're just looking for levels on your chart where price has reacted from multiple times in the past. This is going to be what we call a key level. So we have our basic strategy down. We have our targets now as well, understanding where we are in context of the higher time frame trend. And all that's left really is to execute, okay? So like I said, I will look for a sweep of this low, wait for a reclaim. By sweep, I mean a quick move down below this low. I do not want to see price displace below this low, meaning actually break out below this low, because then at that point, if we come up to retest, we can probably look to take a short position. But if we are looking to take a long position from this low, I'll look for a quick move down followed by a quick reclaim with those bullish divergences, maybe a buy signal on our easy algo indicator, a few other confluences to then enter the trade. So to start, if you're brand new to trading, focus on these things, okay? Focus on trading the Monday range, focus on trading key levels, right? Having those levels in mind, and focus on getting an entry with bullish and bearish divergences. If you take 20 trades following this method, I guarantee you at the end of those 20 trades, you will not have lost money. You'll probably be in profits at the end of those 20 trades, because what I'm showing you guys gives you an edge. And at the end of the day, all trading comes down to is a slight edge in the markets. Well, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys found value. This is what I would teach to someone that's brand new to trading that knows absolutely nothing. And I'd have them focus on this for the next 2 to 3 months until they get the strategy down. And then I'd start incorporating some other confluences as time goes on. Banger video, guys. Make sure to leave a like if you have enjoyed. Comment down in the comment section below if you guys watched till the end. Subscribe to the channel for more trading content, and I'll see you guys next video.